guys, welcome to Jerry Bear Reacts. Today, we're going to react to Season 5, Episode 12 of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, entitled Checkpoint. If you're new here, subscribe, daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links down below, Patreon, stream, everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes, etc., etc. Checkpoint, if you've ever worked in retail, that's the place you call for your alarm. You know, sometimes you work at a retail store that sells video games. Not that popular. It rhymes with GameStop. And they just, they don't care if you get robbed. They don't care if you're held at gunpoint. Just another day for them. Does make you work a couple days later. No time off. No therapy. None of it. Try to fire you, actually. Sorry, the word checkpoint was very triggering if you couldn't tell. Anyways, last episode of Buffy ended with them talking about Dawn and the revelation that she's the key. Giles went to the Watchers, try to get help. They're trying to help him out. And yeah, Dawn kind of overheard a little bit of a conversation. And also the gang kind of misses Riley. And Willow and Anya kind of had it out. But they fixed it. So all's well that ends well. We'll just put Jerry behind the scenes. We'll keep it rolling here with Checkpoint, coming off of a pretty decent episode of Angel, actually.
I'm still not 100%, and I guess I haven't really been taking up the slack for them to come here. I don't trust them. Make them not come here.
Well, they're probably already on their way. Our old friend Quentin Travers is heading up a delegation.
They put me through that test and almost killed me.
Is Quentin the one that put her through the test, the old
They
guy?
almost killed me again. Honestly, I really can't handle almost being killed right now.
I don't like the sound of this. They don't
It sounds
sound
awful.
very-
I have to take care of Dawn.
But that's not new. You've always taken care of her.
Right.
I just feel like if you're Buffy, you should be smart enough not to have those conversations like around Dawn or even in the same house. Even if you think she's asleep, like you run the risk of her hearing you. I get for the sake of television, you have to add the drama, but like in a real situation, like I would never have those discussions around her ever. Girl, are you okay? What the fuck? Why are you so sweaty? He's just USPS, man, Postal Service. Dried up all of her sweat.
Always looking at me. I can tell. Always felt.
You transferred your sweat to him.
Baby, if that girl's the only thing between me and my key, I don't need much time.
She said I'm gonna beat her ass. Ow!
Dangerous items that should be kept out of the public's hands. Maybe you don't worry about that.
I'm very careful.
Most of the stuff couldn't harm anyone. Incense, dime store trinkets, but there are some things.
Why are you in here rummaging through his shit like this? This ain't why we brought y'all.
Please bring your money back.
Yeah, please come back and buy more stuff. The fuck?
You knew you were going to do this before you even saw the place.
I'm sorry.
Some fucking Watchers, man. You can't
Just for the
look at it.
duration of the council's review.
Council? You're the council? Welcome to our store. We're closed now. I'll be in the back.
What review, Quentin? Let's just stop a moment and talk about it.
Hey,
Yes, excuse me.
she don't trust
You
him.
work here?
Yes, I do.
100% not an ex-demon.
Ever since I moved here from southeastern Indiana, where I was raised by both a mother and a father.
But there are reported sightings of him as late as the 1930s, aren't there?
I can assure you there is near consensus in the academic community regarding the death of Rasputin.
There's also a near consensus about Columbus, until someone asked the Vikings what they were up to in the 1400s, and they're like discovering this America-shaped continent. I'm only saying,
She ain't
that
wrong on that,
it'd be
boy.
interesting if we came at it from, a different perspective, that's all.
Well, I'm sorry if you find these facts so boring, Miss Summers. Maybe you prefer I step aside so that you can teach your own course. Speculation 101, perhaps? Intro to Flights of Fancy?
I only
What was it
meant...
you were going on about last week? The mysterious sleeping patterns of the Prussian generals? Now, some of us are here to learn. Believe it or not, we're interested in finding out what actually happened. It's called studying history.
It's called you're a whole big-ass fucking dipshit. I don't like professors like that, man. If you're in education, if you're an educator of any sort, a teacher, trainer, educate somebody, and if somebody comes at you from a different point of view you may have never even thought of, or maybe you don't 100% believe it, your first response being dismissive and putting it down and blowing it out of like, just pushing it away, you're not a good teacher. You're not a good trainer. You're not a good educator. You're an asshole. You don't deserve your job. Just because you're challenged by a girl who has a different perspective has a different viewpoint than you, why not just talk about it and say, oh, well, there's early sightings. Like maybe this is what it was. Maybe not everything is 100% set in stone past a certain point. There are things now, yeah, things are on video. We have things recorded. There's audio recorded. There's video recordings. Really, from this point forward, majority of things that happen on this planet will be recorded and can be studied. And those things can be labeled 100% fact. But things back in the day, there's things happened before things were like recorded and etched. There's that one thing that only like a few percentages of the whole human history has been documented. There's things that happened millions of years ago that we have no idea about and we'll never know about. They just happened. They went undocumented. We thought Christopher Columbus was some sort of saint that found America. He didn't. He didn't find his place was already here, was already found, and people were already living here. All he did was bring fucking disease. That's it. He brought disease, pillaged, raped. He's not a good person. He's a shitty human being. You stumbled upon land. You didn't discover shit. But up until a certain point, that's what we all thought. So her saying that doesn't make her wrong. Maybe she's right in it. You should have that discussion. Open it with the whole class. See what other people think. Say, well, this is what history says, and this is what we can speculate on. Nothing wrong with that. Don't be a fucking dork. Buffy, we love you. Sorry that happened to you. And the other students laughing along with him ain't shit
Miss
either.
Summers.
Nobody stood up for her.
Some of us are here to learn, Professor.
This poor vampire's getting a grade A ass whooping. He can just stake him and get it over with.
Maybe you would like to teach your own class.
Who are you talking to?
You see what I'm saying? Hello, it's me, Spike.
Or maybe your beauty's fading. The stress of slaying, aging you prematurely. Things not as high, not as firm.
You know what, Spike? The more I get to know you, the more I wish I didn't.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe you just don't hold their interest.
Don't talk the way you talk, man. You're just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole.
Miss Glory said for you to tell us, please, where her dwelling is, who her friends are.
Why? So Glory can find her? Do something to her? Why would I do that?
Don't protect your
don't know,
sister,
sir.
dude.
But obviously, we could shut this place down permanently.
You can't do that. You don't have that kind of power.
Of course we do, and a great deal more. In fact, if you insist on fighting us, we'll arrange to have Mr. Giles deported within the day.
Deported?
Never set foot in this country again. Now, perhaps you're used to idle threats and sloppy discipline, Miss Summers, but you're dealing with grown-ups now. Am I making myself clear?
I mean, hey, he is kind of talking shit, but at the same time, fuck off. Crystal. Why, pardon me, excuse me, question. Why don't they just go sit in a room with a bunch of candles, Willow, Xander, Giles, and just summon Super Buffy to just obliterate Glory? That seems like the fucking thing to do.
Jinx.
Boy got fucked up.
Hey. Dance.
You're fulfilling most of his fantasies right now.
Probably because I haven't sucked your brain out yet.
He makes me so mad. If I could just get my hands on him. You know? I'll just find her myself.
It's a power play, that's what it is.
Well, go get him. You got something? Is it like some sort of like sibling thing where you can't interact with each other? Maybe you can't harm each other? Maybe. Well, they got that bad dragon in the background.
I'm guessing they do. Big power outage in Buffy County.
I should have set you loose on them, that's what I should have done.
Brother.
How's that Trevor?
You're registered as practicing witches under the names as you gave them to me?
Registered? Oh, yes, yes, of course, we're registered.
Do either of you know anything about the key?
Nope. Sounds demony to me. I
You
don't
should
hold
put those demons down.
nonsense. Muffin? I cook them myself.
So, Buffy sometimes protects you from the dangerous elements.
Are they
of
gonna
the world.
question Dawn or her
She
family?
saved my life.
I'm gonna have to do it my way, guys.
Yeah, my way or the highway. Someday you'll see things my way, but you never. Buffy, you killed the dummy, and Glory don't even know. She don't even know. She don't know.
And you are just the darlingest thing I ever did see in my life.
She is precious.
What's your name, honey?
Dawn.
Dawn? Did you know your sister took my key, Donnie, and she won't give it back? I bet you know where she put it, don't you?
She doesn't know anything.
I know some stuff.
I
But
bet
not-
she takes your
but not
stuff
like
all
that.
the time without asking, doesn't she? Where's my key, Dawn?
Go upstairs, Dawn.
Take me. You know you can't stop me.
Is that a threat? Who's it gonna be? Xander? He seems like the most killable.
So, what's with the family outing?
I need your help.
Isn't that kind of crazy though? Like you talk shit to him all the time, and I know he says some awful, vile things to you, but just constantly like, "You're in my way. I don't need you." But then the first time something happens, you come to him for help.
And you, but
Yeah. Anything happens to him, I'll stake you good and proper. Sing me a new one sometime, eh? That bit's gone stale.
There was kindness behind his eyes when he said that, though. You need a locking mechanism, buddy.
I love what you've neglected to do with the place.
Just don't break anything.
But like Spike and Joyce are kind of close. They should have a conversation and talk
Don't
a
make
little
a
bit.
lot of noise. Passions is coming on.
Passions? Oh, do you think Timmy's really dead?
Oh, no. She can just sew him back together. He's a doll, for God's sake.
What about the wedding? I mean, there's no way they're gonna go through with that.
I love that they do this. This is fucking great because look, she sat on the arm of the chair, and instead of him just sitting directly in the chair, he sat on the other arm of the chair so they could both watch the fucking show. And that is beautiful.
Guys?
The Knights of the Round Table?
Any way we could not do this?
Yeah, I'd be like, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone.
Okay. Let's see what you are.
Oh, damn, that's that old boy from Game of Thrones.
You are.
One soldier in a vast army.
Of the flowers, soldier of flowers. Hey, girl.
The Knights of Byzantium, an ancient order, and now you are.
The Knights of Byzantium.
Now, be done with it. Kill us, and let legions follow.
I'm not gonna kill you, you big hippie. Shooks, you can't. She's trying to eat stuff on my dad's.
Answer. No hoops, no jumps.
Go fuck yourself.
No interruptions.
Especially not from you there. Yeah. Zip it.
See,
Talk your shit, Buff.
Glory came to my home today.
Buffy, are you?
Just to talk. She told me I'm a bug, I'm a flea.
I like that
She
Giles
could
immediately
squash me
was
in a second.
concerned.
Didn't come all the way from England to determine whether or not I was good enough to be let back in. You came to beg me to let you back in.
Yeah. I got the power.
To give your jobs, your
Yep.
lives, some semblance of meaning.
Some smidgen of meaning. Shut your fuck ass up, boy. Yeah. Ain't playing with you.
About 2 very powerful witches and a 1,000-year-old ex-demon.
Willow's a demon?
The boy? No power there.
The boys clocked more field time than all of you combined.
Facts. Yeah.
As part of the unit. I want to know.
Yeah, there's a lot to go through.
Let's get through it.
Just tell me what kind of demon I'm fighting.
Well, that's the thing, you see. Glory isn't a demon.
She's a god.
What is she?
She's a god.
Oh, I clocked that shit. Cut the black. In the episode.
Oh.
In the episode. Yup. That was I got cold chills, bro. She's a god dog. Not a god dog, but a lady god. A lady god. Fucking fire, dude. Oh, man. Buffy was underestimated. Oh, Buffy has underestimated Glory after her Slayer's skills are reviewed. Checkpoint. That's a review on you, Buffy, and her friends who all came through and passed. Buffy now reinstated as this official Slayer. Giles is reinstated as a Watcher with his pay retroactive. Glory wants to get her hands on Ben. Ben doesn't want to give up any of Glory's information or any of Buffy's information. She says she can't get her hands on him. I think it's some sort of god type of power or something or another. But I like that she showed up kind of as like a parlay type situation. Dawn being there, not very much, but just showing up just to kind of talk for a little bit. You got Joyce kind of having her little cameo appearance. Tara being there. Spike watching after Tara, or watching after Dawn and Joyce. It's good shit all the way around. All the way around. With her being reinstated, she can now get the tools to try to figure out how to stop a god. What that entails, I'm not quite sure, because only episode 12. There's 10 more episodes to go. So what's the gist of it? I think Willow's sunball thing she's trying to do, I think that'll come in handy because they keep teasing it. I think Dawn will find out she's some sort of a key. I think Glory finds out Dawn's the key probably around probably in the home stretch, 19, 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there. I don't know if we get any sort of crossover episodes. Drew being around does play something for Spike. Angel hasn't even mentioned Buffy, I don't think, this season, so there's good stuff all the way around. There's a lot of things cooking. For this episode, it debuted at a 8.3 rating January the 23rd in the year 2001. Just scrolling through here. I wonder if that guy's still alive. Is this the right episode? Quentin Travers. Looks like he is. It's just he looked a little old. He was in Ghostbusters 2 as the judge, and he was in Scarface. He was born in 1937, dude. He is 88 years old. Ooh, good for him, by the way. So, anyways, that's not the point here. Some of the trivia for it. Spike's interview originally began with more talking. Says you can't hurt anyone. That's right, but you're a vampire. If I'm not, I'm going to be pissed about drinking all that blood. So it's the chip in your head that keeps you from hurting people. My goodness. Put that all together on your own. That's right. Leastways. That's what I've got them all believing. Could be a hoax, though. I fake some headaches. Everyone gets used to poor, helpless Spike. Then one day, no warning, I snap a spine, bend a head back, drain him dry. Brilliant. The chip, assuming it exists, it takes away the ability, but it leaves the desires. Yeah, I've got tons of that. Anya's false story was a little longer. And when I was 7, I had a pet Dachshund, wiener dog, that died from choking on a wiener, which I found ironic. Giles officially becomes the Watcher again. Anya's full name as a human, Anya Christina Emanuela Jenkins. After first being undercover as Anya Emerson in the yearbook. Huh. It talks about Columbus here. There's nothing else really interesting. It does the translations for the Japanese, which was kind of explained like in the process. Yeah. Nothing else really here. Joyce and Spike watched soap opera Passions, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Joyce asks, do you think Timmy is really dead? This episode aired on January 23rd, 2001. Timmy Lennox was a character on the show portrayed by Josh Ryan Evans. The actor died of a congenital heart defect, age 20, the same day as the character Timmy died on the show on August 5th, 2002. Are you fucking serious? That's not. Bro. Wait, when did that episode air? Oh, this episode of Buffy aired on January 23rd, 2001. August 5th, 2002 is that episode. They don't actually have. Oh, wait. Never mind. It goes from like season 1 to season 9. So I don't really know what that's about. August 5th, 2000. God damn. This is a soap opera. This is a daily. I don't see how they do that shit, bro. Like, how do you keep up with the story? Like, if you miss one episode, it doesn't even have titles for the episodes. I'm going to try to find the actual cast here. Wait, he was played by who? Josh Ryan Evans. It doesn't actually say on IMDb, but it doesn't mean I can't just Google it. Yo, that is fucking insanity. I remember this little boy, like to a T. And he was in The Grinch. Oh my God. He played Timmy Lennox in the soap opera Passions. I thought that when that happened, that was Days of Our Lives. Oh my God, he died the same fucking day his character died. I remember like not to make fun of him, but the way his teeth and his tongue were. I remember that as a kid. We were in the park, we were in the drive-through of McDonald's, and I was talking about that. He was 20 years old. He was 3 feet 2 inches tall when he died. I thought he was a little kid. Jesus Christ, dude. One of the council members will come back. Buffy unfairly humiliated in front of her history class is similar to in season 4's The Freshman. Yeah, like-minded bully. Fuck them people, man. Anyways, beside the point. Good episode, a lot of fun. The next episode of Buffy is called Blood Ties, after Angel had blood money. The next episode of Angel you guys will watch, it should be the episode that wraps up your week. I know it's an Angel heavy week, may not be your favorite, but that's just the way the schedule is so far. The next episode is called Happy Anniversary. I've yapped long enough. I'll see you there. Links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.